You gave someone your all, believing they were the one. You thought they loved you too, or you hoped they did. But then, things went wrong out of nowhere. Maybe they betrayed your trust, or the relationship ended suddenly. It feels like the ground has been ripped out from under you, and the pain is so overwhelming that it can feel like there's no escape from the darkness. You might feel lost, unsure of everything, and wonder if you'll ever be able to trust or love again. And you know what? That's completely okay. It's part of the process, and feeling this way is normal. But here's the thing, even though it feels impossible right now, you don't have to stay stuck in that pain. There is a way to move through it, to turn this hard moment into a chance for healing and growth. Today I want to share some Stoic principles that can help you get through this breakup and come out even stronger. These strategies aren't about ignoring the pain, but about learning how to cope with it, rebuild your confidence, and find hope again. If you're struggling and unsure of how to move forward, stick with me. Let's explore these techniques together and start turning things around. Strategy 1. Embrace your emotions. When a relationship ends, it can feel like you've been hit with a ton of bricks. You might find yourself overwhelmed by sadness, anger, or confusion, and that's okay. Just like you'd face a tough challenge in a game, facing your emotions head-on is the first step toward healing. Imagine your emotions as a stormy sea. If you try to ignore them, it's like trying to sail a ship through a storm with no map or compass. Instead, you need to confront the storm directly. Acknowledge that it hurts and understand that it's okay to feel this way. It's not a sign of weakness to cry or feel down. It's a crucial part of the healing process. Let's break this down a little more. In the aftermath of a breakup, it can feel like you're drowning in emotions. One moment, you're sad, the next you're angry, and then you might even feel some strange relief. All of these feelings are completely valid and normal. The key is recognizing them for what they are, temporary states that will eventually pass. Think of your emotions like weather patterns. They come and go, sometimes predictably, sometimes not. Just as you wouldn't expect a rainstorm to last forever, your intense post-breakup feelings won't stick around indefinitely. But while they're here, it's essential to fully experience them. Negative emotions don't mean you need to wallow in them, though. It's about acknowledging them without judgment. Here's a helpful exercise. When you feel a strong emotion, try naming it. Say to yourself, "I'm feeling angry right now," or "This is sadness I'm experiencing." Naming your emotions can give you some distance from them, allowing you to observe them more clearly. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't always control our emotions, we can control how we respond to them. It's about recognizing that, while you can't change the fact that the breakup happened, you do have control over how you handle it. By accepting your emotions, you're not letting them control you. You're taking the first step toward understanding and managing them. This Stoic approach doesn't mean suppressing or pretending you're not hurt. It's about facing your emotions with courage and clarity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this emotion? Or, how can I use this experience to grow stronger? By viewing your emotions as teachers rather than enemies, you're already on the road to healing. Keep in mind, facing your feelings isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process. Some days will be easier than others. You might feel like you're making progress only to be hit by another wave of sadness the next day, and that's normal. The key is to keep facing these feelings with the mindset that you're learning and growing through the experience. Strategy 2. Take care of yourself. After a breakup, it's easy to neglect yourself. You might skip meals, stay up late, or lose interest in things you once loved. But taking care of yourself is crucial during this time. It might sound a little silly, but think of yourself like a car that's been through a rough patch. You won't be able to run smoothly if you don't give yourself some care and attention. Self-care isn't just about physical health. It's about nurturing your mental and emotional well-being too. Start with the basics. Make sure you're eating well, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. At first, it might feel challenging, but taking small steps can lead to big improvements. Try setting a simple daily routine that includes activities you enjoy and that help you relax, like going for a walk, watching a favorite show, or reading a book. Let's dive deeper into what self-care truly means after a breakup. It's not just about treating yourself to a spa day or binge-watching your favorite series, though those things can be part of it. Real self-care is about making choices that support your overall well-being. A good place to start is with nutrition. After a breakup, you might be tempted to either overeat for comfort or lose your appetite completely. Neither option is healthy in the long run. Instead, focus on maintaining a balanced diet. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon or walnuts can boost your mood, while complex carbs like whole grains can increase serotonin levels in your brain, helping you feel calmer and more focused. Exercise is another key part of self-care, especially after a breakup. It might be the last thing you want to do, but the benefits are enormous. Physical activity releases endorphins, your body's natural mood lifters. You don't have to go all out. Even a 20-minute walk can make a big difference. If you're feeling angry or frustrated, try something more intense like boxing or running. On the other hand, if you're feeling down or low energy, a gentle yoga session might be just what you need. Sleep is often overlooked, but it's essential for emotional healing. When you're going through a breakup, it's easy to toss and turn at night, replaying old conversations or going over the situation in your head. Establish a calming bedtime routine such as reading a book, taking a warm bath, or doing some light stretching. Avoid screens for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can mess with your sleep cycle. Mental self-care is just as important as physical self-care. Practices like meditation and journaling can help you process emotions and gain clarity. Meditation teaches you to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Start with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the time. Journaling can be a great outlet for expressing your feelings and organizing your thoughts. Don't forget about social self-care. While you might feel like isolating yourself, staying connected with friends and family is key. You don't have to pretend to be happy, but spending time with people who care about you can offer comfort and perspective. It's okay to talk about the breakup, but try to balance those conversations with other topics and activities. Stoicism reminds us that caring for our body and mind is essential to maintaining inner peace. By focusing on self-care, you're improving your physical health and stabilizing your emotions. When you treat yourself well, you'll be better equipped to handle the challenges of recovery. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. Think of it as putting on your oxygen mask first before helping others. When you take care of yourself, you'll be better prepared to face life's challenges and, in time, be a better partner in future relationships. Strategy 3. Learn and grow. Breakups, though painful, offer unique growth opportunities. Think of it like leveling up in a game. Facing challenges helps you develop new skills and strategies that make you stronger and more resilient. In the same way, reflecting on your past relationship can teach you valuable lessons about yourself and what you want in the future. Take some time to think about what you've learned from this experience. Did you notice any patterns in your own or your partner's behavior? Are there things you wish you had done differently? This isn't about blaming yourself or your ex, but about understanding what went wrong and how you can use those insights to improve your future relationships. Let's dive deeper into the concept of learning and growing from a breakup. It's easy to view a breakup as a failure, but in reality, every relationship, whether it lasts a few months or many years, teaches us something valuable about ourselves and what we need in love. Start by reflecting on the positive aspects of the relationship. What did you enjoy? What made you happy? These are clues about what you value in a partner and a relationship. Maybe you discovered that you appreciate a partner who shares your sense of humor, or that you value deep intellectual conversations. Recognizing these positive aspects can help you know what to look for next time. Next, consider the challenges you faced in the relationship. Were there communication issues, differences in values or life goals? Were there incompatibilities in how you express or receive love? These things aren't necessarily anyone's fault, but recognizing them helps you understand what might have contributed to the breakup. It also gives you a better idea of what you need to work on in future relationships. It's also crucial to reflect on your behavior. Were there times when you could have communicated better? Did your emotions cloud your judgment? Did you neglect your own needs or boundaries? Again, this isn't about blaming yourself, but about honest self-reflection. By recognizing areas where you can improve, you're setting yourself up for healthier and more fulfilling relationships in the future. Consider keeping a journal as you go through this process. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and any realizations you have. Over time, you might start to notice patterns or have aha moments that bring valuable insights. Another powerful way to learn and grow is to seek outside perspectives. Talk to trusted friends or family members about your relationship. They might have noticed things you overlooked. Just make sure you choose people who can offer honest, constructive feedback, not just those who'll agree with everything you say. You might also consider speaking to a therapist or counselor. They can provide professional insights and tools to help you process the breakup and focus on personal growth. A therapist can help you identify and change negative patterns, improve your communication skills, and build your self-esteem. Reading books on relationships and personal growth can also be incredibly helpful. Look for books on topics like attachment styles, effective communication, or emotional intelligence. These can give you valuable frameworks to better understand relationships and yourself. Stoicism teaches that every experience, good or bad, is an opportunity for growth. By reflecting on what you've learned, you're embracing the idea that even painful experiences have something valuable to offer. It's about seeing the breakup not as a loss, but as a chance to improve yourself and your approach to relationships. Remember, growth takes time. You won't become a completely different person overnight, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. Celebrate the small realizations and improvements, because each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to being the person you want to be, and to having the kind of relationship you desire. Facing your feelings, taking care of yourself, and learning from the experience are all vital steps in healing after a breakup. By approaching this difficult time with a growth mindset, you're not just moving on from a breakup, you're setting yourself up for a happier, healthier future. Remember, the pain you're feeling now is temporary, but the lessons you learn and the strength you build will stay with you forever. Strategy 4. Set new goals. After a breakup, it can feel like you've lost your way or drifted off course. But this is a perfect opportunity to set new goals and find a fresh direction. Think of it like resetting a game. You're not starting over from scratch, but you're getting a chance to improve and try new strategies. Setting new goals helps you regain a sense of purpose and control, giving you something positive to focus on. Start by choosing small, achievable goals that you can build on over time. Maybe it's something simple, like joining a new club, learning a new skill, or focusing on a personal project you've always wanted to tackle. The key is to find something that excites you and brings a sense of accomplishment. When you're in a relationship, it's common to put your personal goals on the back burner, but now that you're single, you have the freedom to revisit those aspirations. Take some time to reflect on what you want for yourself, without considering anyone else's expectations or desires. Start by writing down a list of things you've always wanted to do but never found the time for. Whether it's learning a new language, writing a book, or traveling somewhere special, don't hold back. Write down everything that comes to mind. Once you have your list, prioritize the goals that excite you the most and align with your values and long-term vision. From there, break them down into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if you've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar, now might be the perfect time to start. Your first goal could be learning 3 basic chords within a week. Then, you could aim to play a simple song within a month. As you progress, set a longer-term goal like performing at an open mic night within 6 months. Or if fitness is something you've been thinking about, you might set a specific goal like working out 3 times a week or running a 5K within 3 months. These goals give you something to look forward to and will help shift your focus away from the pain of the breakup. Remember, the goal of setting these objectives isn't just to distract yourself from the heartbreak. It's about rediscovering who you are and building a life that excites and fulfills you. As you work toward your goals, you'll also build your confidence and sense of self. It's just as important to celebrate your progress along the way. Every small achievement is a step forward and deserves recognition. Positive reinforcement can help boost your mood and motivation, creating a cycle of growth and accomplishment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control. By setting and working toward new goals, you're taking control of your future and directing your energy into something productive. It's a way to channel your emotions into actions that lead to personal growth and fulfillment. Setting goals also aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on your actions rather than your circumstances. You can't change what happened in your past relationship, but you can control how you move forward. By setting goals, you're actively shaping your future, instead of just reacting to what's happened. As you work toward your goals, you might face setbacks or moments of doubt. That's normal. The Stoic approach views these challenges as opportunities for growth, not obstacles that can't be overcome. Every challenge you face and every setback you conquer makes you stronger and more resilient. Remember, the journey toward your goals is just as important as the destination. Enjoy the process of learning, growing, and discovering new things about yourself along the way. Strategy 5. Talk to friends. Friends can be your greatest allies when you're navigating the aftermath of a breakup. Talking to friends is like having a trusted team to support you during tough times. They can offer a listening ear, provide comfort, and give you a fresh perspective on things. However, it's important to reach out to friends who genuinely support you, not those who might stir up negative feelings or gossip. Look for those who listen without judgment and encourage you to move forward. Sometimes simply talking about what you're going through can make a huge difference. It helps you process your emotions and gain clarity. You might feel tempted to isolate yourself, fearing that you'll burden others or feel embarrassed about your situation. But reaching out to friends is crucial for your emotional well-being. Start by identifying the friends who have been your trusted allies in the past, the ones who show empathy and support. These are the people you want to lean on during this difficult time. Be honest with your friends about what you're experiencing. Share your feelings, struggles, and fears. You might be surprised at how much relief you feel just by voicing these thoughts out loud. Not only will your friends provide comfort, but they might also offer a new perspective on your situation, helping you see things from a different angle. Consider setting up regular hangouts or check-ins with friends. It could be a weekly coffee date, a monthly movie night, or daily text check-ins, whatever works for you. Having these regular connections will give you something to look forward to and help ensure you're not spending too much time alone with your thoughts. It's also important to stay open to the advice your friends give. They may see things that you can't, just because you're too close to the situation. Of course, you don't have to take every piece of advice, but it's worth considering what they have to say. They care about you and want the best for you. Be clear about how you're feeling and what you're struggling with, and let them know what you're doing to move forward. They might have helpful advice, or simply offer a welcome distraction from the pain. Remember, friendship is a two-way street. While it's okay to lean on your friends during this time, make sure you're also showing interest in their lives, offering support when needed, and expressing gratitude for their help. Stoicism encourages us to seek wise counsel and surround ourselves with supportive people. By opening up to friends, you're gaining the support you need while practicing vulnerability, which can be incredibly healing. The Stoics believed in the value of community and true friendships, understanding that we are social beings who thrive on connection and mutual support. Talking to friends also helps you maintain perspective. When you're amid heartbreak, it's easy to feel like everything is falling apart. Your friends can remind you of your strengths, past successes, and the many good things still present in your life. You don't have to go through this alone. Let your friends be part of your healing process and help bolster your resilience. Strategy 6. Give yourself space. Giving yourself space after a breakup is essential, not just from your ex, but also from overwhelming situations that might trigger painful memories. Think of it like pressing the pause button in a game to catch your breath and regroup before diving back in. Taking space isn't about avoiding your feelings. It's about giving yourself the time and distance needed to heal. This might involve limiting contact with your ex, taking a break from social media, or finding a peaceful space to reflect and recharge. It's all about creating boundaries that allow you to focus on yourself without external pressures. It's important to understand that giving yourself space isn't about running away from the pain or the breakup itself. Rather, it's about creating an environment where you can process your emotions and heal without constant reminders or distractions from outside sources. A key part of this is limiting contact with your ex. This can be tough, especially if you are used to frequent communication, but maintaining constant contact can slow down your ability to move on. Consider agreeing to a period of no contact. This time apart will allow both of you to adjust to your new reality and start healing independently. Social media can be especially tricky after a breakup. Seeing updates from your ex or mutual friends can bring up painful emotions and make it harder to move forward. Think about taking a break from social media, or at the very least unfollow or mute your ex and anyone whose posts might upset you. A digital detox can be incredibly refreshing, giving you space to focus on your own life without constant comparisons or reminders of the past. Physical space matters too. If you shared a living space with your ex, try to arrange for one of you to move out as soon as possible. If you're staying in the same place, consider rearranging your furniture or redecorating it to create a fresh environment that's no longer tied to the past. Use this time and space to focus on yourself, your healing, and personal growth. Engage in activities that make you feel good and help you relax. Things like reading, practicing meditation, enjoying nature walks, or diving into hobbies you've neglected. This is also a great opportunity to explore new interests or rediscover old ones. Maybe there's a class you've wanted to take or a skill you've been meaning to learn. Engaging in these activities can boost your confidence and remind you of your individuality outside of the relationship. Journaling is a great tool here too. Write down your thoughts and emotions freely without judgment. It'll help you process your feelings and gain clarity about your experience. However, while it's important to give yourself space, don't isolate yourself completely. Make sure you're still connecting with friends and family, even if you need more alone time than usual. These relationships can provide comfort and offer a perspective that might be hard to find on your own. In Stoicism, there's an emphasis on focusing on our inner state and not allowing external circumstances to control us. By creating space, you're taking control of your environment, setting yourself up for a healthier recovery, and ensuring that you're in the best position to heal and grow. The Stoics also valued self-reflection and inner calm, which is what you're cultivating through this time of space and introspection. Remember, healing is not a straight line. There will be ups and downs. The space you give yourself is a haven to experience these emotions without judgment. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Ultimately, giving yourself space is an act of self-love and respect. It's about prioritizing your well-being and honoring your needs as you work through this challenging time. This space isn't just about getting over your ex. It's about rediscovering yourself and preparing for a brighter future. Strategy 7. Stay calm. It's natural to feel like everything is spiraling out of control after a breakup. Emotions like anger, sadness, and frustration can hit you hard. You might feel trapped in a whirlwind of thoughts and feelings. But staying calm is essential to getting through this difficult time. And Stoicism can offer guidance here. Imagine your emotions as a fire. The more you feed it with negative thoughts, like ruminating on how unfair the situation is or replaying the breakup in your head, the larger the fire becomes. Stoics teach us that we have the power to control how much we fuel the flames. By staying calm and accepting that you can't change the past, you can begin to extinguish the fire. Staying calm doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It's about recognizing them without letting them take over. One Stoic technique is to pause and reflect before reacting. If you feel overwhelmed or angry, take a deep breath and remind yourself that emotions are temporary. They come and go like waves. Let them pass without acting on impulse. Practicing mindfulness can help too. This can be as simple as sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. Inhale slowly, hold it for a few seconds, and exhale. This practice helps reset your mind and body, bringing you back to a calm state. The more you practice, the better you'll become at staying composed during emotional storms. Stoicism also encourages focusing on what you can control. You can't control how your ex behaved or the circumstances of the breakup, but you can control how you respond. Choose to react calmly and rationally. Over time, you'll realize that staying calm in the face of adversity is not only helpful but powerful. Strategy 8. Find new interests. After a breakup, it's normal to feel like there's a huge gap in your life where your relationship used to be. You might wonder what to do with your time now that you're not spending it with your ex. However, this is also an opportunity to rediscover yourself and explore new interests that bring you joy and excitement. Think of it this way. You've been given the chance to explore parts of yourself that you may have forgotten about or didn't have time for before. Reflect on hobbies or passions you had before the relationship. Is there something you've always wanted to try but never got around to? Now's the time to dive in. Exploring new interests doesn't just distract you from the pain of the breakup. It also helps you grow. Whether it's picking up a new sport, learning a language, or diving into a creative project, these activities provide you with something positive to focus on and help you reconnect with who you are outside of the relationship. For example, if you've always wanted to learn how to cook, why not start now? You could take a cooking class or experiment with new recipes at home. Or if you've been meaning to get back into reading, find a book that excites you and dive in. The key is to find activities that spark curiosity and make you feel energized. From a Stoic perspective, finding new interests is about channeling your energy into things you can control. While you can't change the fact that the relationship ended, you can control how you use your time moving forward. By focusing on activities that make you feel fulfilled, you're taking back control of your life and showing yourself that there's more to life than just the relationship. It's also okay to feel like you're starting from scratch. Everyone experiences times when they need to rediscover who they are and what truly makes them happy. Take it one step at a time and enjoy the process of exploring new things. You may be surprised by how much it can help you move forward. Strategy 9. Avoid bad habits. One of the most dangerous traps after a breakup is falling into bad habits. When you're feeling down, it's easy to turn to things that offer quick comfort but aren't beneficial in the long run. These could be anything from binge-watching TV shows all day, overeating junk food, or even more harmful behaviors like excessive drinking or smoking. While these habits might provide temporary relief, they don't solve anything and can end up making you feel worse over time. The more you rely on these bad habits, the more they can take control of your life, making it harder to break free from them. Stoicism teaches us to avoid excess and focus on what truly benefits us. Engaging in unhealthy behaviors after a breakup only distracts you from the real work of healing and personal growth. Instead of turning to these bad habits, try focusing on activities that genuinely help you feel better, such as exercising, spending time with positive people, or diving into creative projects. Don't be hard on yourself if you find yourself slipping into bad habits. This is normal after a breakup, and everyone has moments when they feel the need to numb the pain. What matters is recognizing when these habits are taking over and making a conscious effort to change direction. A good way to avoid bad habits is to replace them with healthier alternatives. For instance, if you're tempted to spend the entire day watching TV, challenge yourself to limit your screen time and use some of that time to work on a hobby or take a walk outside. If you find yourself reaching for comfort food, try cooking a healthy meal instead. These small changes can make a big difference over time. Remember, Stoicism is all about self-discipline and controlling your desires. By avoiding bad habits and focusing on what's truly good for you, you're practicing the Stoic virtue of temperance. This will not only help you heal from the breakup, but also strengthen your character and build resilience for the future. Strategy 10. Think positively. After a breakup, it's common to feel like everything is falling apart, and finding the silver lining can seem impossible. However, Stoicism teaches us that thinking positively isn't about pretending everything is fine when it isn't. It's about shifting your focus toward what you can learn from the experience and how it can make you stronger. Every breakup comes with valuable lessons, whether it's learning more about yourself or realizing what you truly need in a relationship. Instead of seeing the breakup as the end of everything good in your life, try to view it as an opportunity for growth and a stepping stone towards something better. The Stoics believed that nothing is inherently good or bad. It's all about how we perceive it. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If you continue to see the breakup as a failure or disaster, that's how it will feel. But if you shift your perspective and see it as a chance to grow, you change the narrative. This doesn't mean you have to be constantly upbeat or happy, but practicing gratitude for what you still have can help shift your mindset. Focus on the positive things in your life, like the support of friends, your ability to explore new interests, or the simple fact that you're still standing strong despite the pain. Gratitude helps prevent you from falling into negativity. Another way to think positively is to reframe the situation. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can this make me better?" This reframing allows you to take control of the narrative and focus on what's ahead, not behind. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By responding with positivity, you're not just getting over the breakup, you're becoming a stronger, wiser version of yourself. In summary, breakups are challenging, but they offer an opportunity for growth. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from how we handle adversity. As Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." This breakup is not the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter where you can grow into a stronger and wiser person. Remember, while you can't control what happened, you can control how you move forward. And by applying these Stoic principles, you're not just healing, you're transforming into a better version of yourself. Thank you for watching this video on Virtual Stoic. If you found these Stoic strategies helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Remember, healing from a breakup is a journey, and with Stoic principles guiding you, you can turn adversity into strength. Stay resilient, stay focused, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. Until next time, keep embracing Stoicism and take control of your life.